So you've decided you want to learn how to code. That's awesome. And honestly, you picked a great place to start. Today, we're diving into Python. We're going to go from nothing, a fresh install, all the way to writing and running your very first program. Think of it as our first coding adventure. Because when you get right down to it, that's all programming really is. It's learning a language so you can give your computer instructions. And Python, well, it's one of the friendliest languages out there for starting that conversation. So let's do it.
Okay, first things first. Before we can start writing code, we should probably know a little bit about our main tool. So what exactly is Python?
Just look at that definition. Easy to work on and understand. I want you to know that was completely on purpose. The person who created Python designed it from the ground up to be readable and, well, simple, which is why it's so good for beginners.
And here's a fun little fact to take the edge off. It's not named after a snake. Nope. It's a shout out to the British comedy group Monty Python. The whole vibe around the language is about keeping things fun and not taking itself too seriously, which is pretty cool.
All right, any good adventure needs a little prep work. For us, that means actually getting Python installed on your computer. This is us gearing up for the journey ahead. Don't worry, the process is super straightforward. It really just boils down to these 4 steps. We're going to download it from the official site, run the installer, but I really need you to pay attention to step 3. It's just a tiny little checkbox, but it makes a world of difference. And this is it. This is the moment. What I'm about to show you is so easy to miss, but trust me, it is absolutely crucial for getting set up without any headaches.
This is the one, add Python to path. So many people who are just starting out skip this, and then they spend hours trying to figure out why they can't run Python from their command line. Checking this one little box will save you all of that trouble. So what does it even do? Okay, think of the path like a list of trusted locations on your computer. When you check that box, you're telling your computer, hey, I'm adding Python's location to your list of trusted places. That way, no matter where you are on your computer, you can just type Python into the terminal and your system knows exactly where to find it and run it. And here's the moment of truth. To make sure everything worked, just open up your terminal or your command prompt and type python-version. Hit enter. If you see a version number pop up on the screen, then congratulations, you did it. Python is officially installed.
And now for the fun part. We've got our tools, we're ready to go. It's time to actually use them. You know, writing your very first program is kind of like casting your first spell. It's a simple command, but it brings something to life. This is it. This one line is a rite of passage for every programmer. Just open up a basic text editor, type this in, and save the file with a .py at the end, something like hello.py. See how readable that is? You can pretty much guess what it's going to do just by looking at it. Now, head back to your terminal, make sure you're in the same folder where you saved your file, and type python hello.py. The second you hit enter, you should see Hello World print out on the screen. And just like that, you just told your computer what to do. And it did it. That feeling, that's programming. So let's break down what just happened. We used print. That's a built-in function in Python. And a function is just a shortcut. It's a named piece of code that does a specific job. The job for the print function is super simple. Take whatever text we put inside those parentheses and show it on the screen. Okay, so we made the magic happen. Pretty cool, right? But how did it happen? Let's quickly pull back the curtain and see what's going on behind the scenes. Let's understand the magic. You see, Python is what we call an interpreted language. That just means there's this special program, the interpreter, that acts like a translator. It reads your code one line at a time and, on the spot, translates it into a language the computer's hardware can understand. It's what lets you write code and see the results instantly. Now, here's one of the most unique and, honestly, coolest things about Python. In a lot of other languages, you have to use symbols, like curly braces, to show which lines of code belong together in a group. But Python does something way cleaner. It just uses white space. Take a look here. See how those lines of code are pushed in a little bit? That indentation isn't just to make it look pretty. That's the actual syntax. That's how Python knows those lines are part of the code block above them. It basically forces you to write clean, readable code from the very beginning. And that's it. You've officially taken the hardest step in any journey, the very first one. You set up your entire coding environment, and you successfully commanded your computer to do something. From here, the possibilities are literally endless. You could build websites. You could automate boring tasks. You could get into data science. Your adventure is just getting started.